Hey guys, what's up? Stingray Minecraft Man. Today we're outside making a video, so that's cool. I don't know if the light is good. I'm under a tree right now. Hopefully it's like almost good. So today we are talking about this. Yeah, the lighting's not good. Fix that. Okay, that should be a bit better. I don't know. Anyways, yep. Today we're talking about this thing. This is my pump action retaliator, and I think it's pretty cool looking. So basically, what this mod is so it's all the regular retaliator attachments, just painted, added tape, and added a couple of things. So the first thing is actually this magazine is not from the retaliator. It's from a demolisher, and I painted it black to match the blue and black look of this. So that's pretty cool. As you can see, the stock is modified. So I took the little orange bit that like sticks out of the bottom here, painted the whole thing blue, and wrapped some tape around it. So when you're aiming, well, normally when you're aiming like this, it's this tape is actually it's like rough, so it's like scratchy, so it grips more. So when you put your cheek on there to aim, it's more comfortable. So yeah, up here's the normal priming handle. I covered in this grip tape too. The lighting is like super weird. I don't know how it's like this bad. Maybe it's good and I'm just crazy. I don't know. But I'm just gonna keep going. So as you can see here, no, it's the freaking lighting. Okay, let's change. Okay, I don't think that's much. I can't get a good lighting. Anyways, the priming handle is actually, you don't use the priming handle. It is covered in this grip tape. Just primarily for looks, like the blaster with just the big blue priming handle. I think it like needs like something to cover up the priming handle. For like, it's basically what I did with the grip tape is detail work, but with tape instead of paint. So yeah, I put some on the grip actually too, just because, you know, grip, you need that better grip on your grip. And the barrel is a modified retaliator barrel. I don't think, maybe I have a tutorial on it. I don't know. Just look up like retaliator barrel mod guide, something like that. It'll pop up. Fly flew into my face. Okay, so yeah, it's made to look like an actual like real steel barrel, but the whole gun is made to look like an actual rifle, except it's painted blue, so it doesn't look like a real rifle. So yeah, the barrel, there's not really much to say about the barrel. It's just modified so it looks a bit better. Okay, on to the actual pump action mod. So this is a retaliator foregrip, but I cut the foregrip part off, so it's just, you hold it like this. And on the other side here, it's like really trashy looking. I just connected a paint mixer with Gorilla Glue. So I Gorilla Glued it onto the handle, onto this pump grip, and then onto the priming handle, and I didn't think it would work. So I was gonna try my secondary option, which I didn't have one, but I didn't need one. So yeah, it's just Gorilla Glued on there. And then, so you can see this on the priming handle. It looks clean and nice. This side, I tried to make it like this blend in. It doesn't blend in. It's just a chunk sticking out, which looks weird. But I tried to make it as clean as possibly, as I possibly could, but it didn't work out. And then as you can see here, there's grip tape on the piece of wood. It is, if you can see, sticking out from this side. So when you grab it, it's a little, like, uncomfortable, but it's not very uncomfortable if you slide your hand up. It's not uncomfortable. So shouldering it is pretty comfortable. And then it works actually very well. So I'll go ahead and prime it. So that was it. Shoot over there. So, oh, that's just a retaliator jam. That happens all the time. So it works very well. Nope. And then, one thing you may be wondering is, oh, what if it jams? Because usually when it jams, and it's like a bad jam, you have to take off the barrel. That's never actually, I've never gotten a jam that bad. All that's happened is a dart gets stuck in where the end of the chamber starts, and so right in there. And what I've done is I've opened the jam door. So as you can see in there, I've kind of pushed the dart out into the barrel and then whipped it down, and the dart just comes flying out. So that's useful. That's what I did just back a couple of seconds ago. So I'll load it up again. Oh yeah, and if I didn't mention it, I don't think, maybe I did. I did take out, I modified the retaliator. I took out all the locks. That's all that's done to the retaliator. So just all the locks removed so that you can reprime, and you can hang on. That happens when you reprime a lot. See, you can't see in there. There's a dart in there that's just like in the chamber, so just close it. Oh, that was weird. It didn't fire. Oh, it got jammed in the barrel. Okay, bad dart. Anyways, so yeah. You can, I'll just empty the magazines so that it, because when you try to reprime it with a dart in, it gets all jammed and it doesn't work. So, just, okay. So, as you can see, prime it once. I can do it an infinite amount of times, which is useful because when you, get a jam in there and it's already closed, normally you wouldn't be able to do that. You'd have to shoot and do it, but sometimes it wouldn't work and it would get stuck in like a position like right here, and it would get stuck. You'd have to fire it off, but you couldn't because the trigger lock was in. It was just annoying and it jammed up and it was horrible. But this time, if it's stuck there, you can also just prime it back, man, there's flies everywhere. It's fine. So when it is actually primed back, you can pull the trigger, and it'll just, it doesn't work very well because there's a lot of friction in this area with it rubbing against the barrel and all that. You can see, maybe, no, you can't see very well there. There's like a little piece of white there because the paint is missing. So many flies out here. But yeah, so when you actually I modified the retaliator before I did the barrel mod and stuff, obviously. So before, I would definitely recommend doing that, because if it's in pistol form without the huge barrel and the pump grip and all that, you could just, like, say, prime it back. Then you could just simply pull the trigger to, like, it would just, well, there's a lot of friction in the priming mechanism, but you could just pull the trigger and it would just slide back, which is cool because that's on real steel pistols. Well, it wasn't, you didn't pull the trigger, there was like a switch that you would hit with your thumb, but that would be really cool for, like, if you were trying to make a Nerf movie. You could just be like, I don't know, it would look cool for a Nerf movie. The air restrictor is not removed, just to clarify. I didn't do any mods except for taking out every single lock. So actually, I'll tell you how I first modified it. So I took it apart thinking that I was going to paint it, because I watched, I don't watch Battle Universe that much, but why did I say that weird? Battle Universe has, like, a bunch of Nerf guns that they paint up, and I wanted a Retaliator for a battle to be, like, black, so that it would be stealthy. So, like, if we were playing, like, hide and seek or something with Nerf guns, then that would be easy to hide, because your gun is black. So many flies. But yeah, so that started off like that. So I wanted to make a clean paint job. So I tried to take the gun apart, and I took like every single mechanic out of it until it was just the shell. I even took the priming handles off, which is, I thought you could just unscrew them and then take them off. No, there's a screw inside that's facing outward from here that's locking it into the body under it. So anyways, yeah, so I took it all apart, I painted it, and I'm like, ah, shoot, I don't know how to put it back together. So I looked up a YouTube tutorial on how to put together a Retaliator, and it just showed like a giant time lapse. So I tried to do everything. It wouldn't close. So I left it for like 2 months thinking, oh man, I'm never gonna get this done, but maybe I'll get lucky and one time I'll just do it straight by luck. And so one day I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try to finish this, because I was like bored, and I'm like, okay, what to do? I can't play Xbox because my Xbox wasn't working for that. I don't know, it was just being weird for that day. The next day I restarted it, and like, I already, well, off topic. Anyways, so I was bored, and I was like, oh, what to do? Okay, so I tried to put this thing back together, and I kind of jiggled the plunger tube around, and then it clicked into place, and I'm like, oh, that could be good. I screwed it back together successfully, and it worked fine. So that's how I got this actual Retaliator to work. So imagine just a pistol Retaliator that was black, and so a couple months later, I saw this mod tutorial on how to make a recon pump action, and they used like a clothes hanger or something like that, but it was for the recon, which is basically the same exact gun, but in N-Strike, and this is N-Strike Elite, so it shoots a lot harder, so I'm like, hey, I can do that. So I did it, but I used this because clothes hanger wasn't working for me. At first, this thing is like super weak wood. Like, I could just take it, like if it wasn't attached, you just take it and just go, and it would just go up like dust. But it actually, when you're pulling it, like, obviously, you can pull it, you can bend it and it'll snap, but you can't push it and it'll snap. So, it works very well. And I don't have any worries of it breaking. If I was actually going to worry about something breaking and it not working anymore, I wouldn't trust the Gorilla Glue holding it on. Well, actually, I do trust it very well, because I'm actually impressed that it's holding up this well, and it hasn't budged since. So it's like impossible to move, and it works really well. So I'm not going to give a firing demo because it fires just like a normal Retaliator. So yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.